and that it violates the right to due process enshrined in the Bill of Rights. Therefore, the Senate could not acquire jurisdiction over the impeachment proceedings. However, the court said it is not absolving Vice President Duterte from any of the charges against her, but any subsequent impeachment complaint may only be filed starting February 6, 2026. The case stemmed from 4 impeachment complaints against Vice President Duterte. The first 3 were filed before the House by private individuals and different groups on December 2, 4, and 19, and 2024. A 4th complaint was lodged by a resolution approved by more than 1/3 of the House members of the 19th Congress on February.
Okay, so basically yun na yung hanap na actual full coverage nito. Kahit sa Supreme Court website, wala po silang walang link dun sa live stream nitong press ko nila. Or siguro wala pong live yung Supreme Court website talaga. Pero anyway, yung pinaka main point po kung makikita natin, yung unang important, sabi po dito ni Attorney Ting, yung spokesperson, unanimous decision daw po. So when you say unanimous decision, lahat po ng parties who were involved dun sa decision-making process voted in favor dun sa decision na to na nilabas nila. So kung yung 15 justices po yung nag-participate talaga sa paglabas ng decision na to, ibig sabihin 15 sa kanila voted in favor without anyone dissenting. Okay? Yan po ibig sabihin ng unanimous decision. So from there, makikita nyo po talaga na yung justices, pare-parehas yung tingin nila na there was a clear constitutional violation po in relation to the 1-year bar rule dun sa impeachment complaints filed against Vice President Sara Duterte. Okay, so take note po, hindi po siya majority decision, but this is a unanimous decision po. So it's a clear showing po talaga na may klarong violation ng constitution natin dito sa pag-impeach po kay Vice President Sara Duterte. And then yung isa pang sinabi dito ng spokesperson po is that one of the reason daw is it violated the Bill of Rights, specifically the right to due process po ni VP Sara. So I am assured for the Supreme Court, kailangan din sigurong may chance mag-respond dito yung accused or yung respondent dun sa Committee on Justice level. Baka yun po yung side dito ng due process na minimension. Although wala pa kasi tayong clear copy, wala pa po tayong actual copy ng decision, wala pa po sa Supreme Court website. Kaya hindi ko po makita kung paano in-explain yung violation ng right to due process ng Supreme Court. Pero yung due process kasi, this involves of course the right to be notified of the allegations against you and the right to explain or defend yourself. So kung yan po yung basic principles ng due process, so more or less baka kailangan pa sumagot sa committee level po ng isang accused or respondent, which in this case is hindi na bigay kay VP Sara. So again, this is not the actual reasoning pa. I'm just making assumptions pa lang po kasi wala pa po tayong actual decision. So based lang po to sa general stock knowledge ko po on the right to due process yung ina-explain. Yung next po dyan, ang sabi po ng Supreme Court dito is that since unconstitutional nga yung articles of impeachment, therefore the Senate never acquired jurisdiction over the impeachment proceeding. Kasi of course, if the subject matter of a case po is null and void for being unconstitutional, everything that emanates or resulted from that foundation unconstitutional will also be declared as null and void. So kahit na po na-transmit yan dun sa Senate, since unconstitutional na yun siya ngayon as declared by the Supreme Court, pagdating dun, unconstitutional pa rin yun. Hindi po maayos or makiklear yung defect niya of unconstitutionality. Okay? So yan po yung isa rin na kailangan or important na ma-take note po natin.
Thank you sa mga nandyan.
Hindi daw porque declares unconstitutional yung impeachment proceedings or articles of impeachment is that automatically absolved si VP Sara of potential or possible or pending criminal charges filed against her. So the reason for that, although again this is just an assumption, general stock knowledge ko na lang po to, and the reason for that is because the impeachment is purely political in nature po. It is a political process and yung mga administrative cases po is separate from it. So kung makasuhan po ang isang accused impeachment respondent ng criminal cases, kailangan pa rin niya sagutin yon kasi magkaiba po yan sila ng cause of action more or less. Again, the impeachment process is purely political, whereas yung criminal administrative is just like the nature of the case, criminal po yung aspect nun or administrative as the case may be. Okay? So more or less yan po yung reason or possible explanation ng Supreme Court. But again, this is just stock knowledge ko na lang po kasi wala pa po tayong kopya po ng